Hi, this is Alex Fernandez with Bud and Doug Walters Auto Sales here in Kalamazoo, Michigan. Today I'll be doing a video going over some of the primary features on the inside of this 2017 Chevy Silverado LTZ double cab. We'll start by talking about the touchscreen and then the buttons beneath it. We'll work our way down to the climate control and the toggle switches underneath that. And then we'll work our way over to the steering wheel, the screen in the gauge cluster, our wiper stalk, and then some switches here on our left. And finally, we'll conclude up at the top there. Coming back to the touchscreen display here, this vehicle is equipped with built-in navigation, AM, FM, satellite radio capability, Bluetooth, CD player, hands-free Bluetooth connection for your phone calls, as well as Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. We'll cover some of these primary features here, and if you have any further questions, you can refer to us at waltersautos.com or give us a call at 269-375-7008. We'll begin by going to the audio section here. That'll open whatever it is that we're listening to, whether that's radio, Bluetooth, or CD, or anything else. You'll see here we are listening to FM 103.3. We have our volume control here and a mute button right in the middle. We can change between AM, FM, and satellite radio by pressing the radio button here on the screen or down below. And then our media button would allow us to listen to Bluetooth, CD, auxiliary, any other form of audio other than the radio. There's nothing available right now, which is why it's giving us that message there. And again, we have a media button down below as well. To change stations on the radio, we have seek buttons here on the screen, as well as down below. We also have this keypad right in the middle. We can actually punch in the station and jump right to it. And we could also use the tuning dial there to change the station. On the right side here, we have a browse button, which gives us a list of stations in the area. You can choose it right from that list. And then we have our menu button for our sound settings, categories of audio, high definition radio, and radio information showing artist name and song name. Again, we also have a menu button there, it does the same thing. We have a back button to come out of that menu. Along the bottom of the screen, we have our presets. To set a preset, simply push and hold on the slot you'd like to use and wait for it to beep. And you can do that. We have a couple pages here. Swipe right to left. Going back to our home page, our phone section here. Delete that previous phone. When you open up the phone section here and you want to add your phone, you'll see pair device as an option. When you press pair device, it'll have you search for Chevy MyLink on your device. Simply go to your Bluetooth settings on your compatible phone and find that Chevrolet MyLink and select it to pair. Once you're paired with the Bluetooth system, you have hands-free calling, so calls will come in and you're able to answer them. You can also place calls using voice command or the touchscreen, and you also would have the ability to play Bluetooth audio if you had any music or podcasts or anything like that on your phone. The next icon here is projection. That enables the use of Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. Those are programs that run on their respective Android and Apple smartphones. Those allow you to plug your phone into the vehicle using a USB cord, and then you're able to pull up on the screen of the vehicle navigation apps such as Google Maps, Apple Maps, or Waze. Receive your phone calls and text messages and have them read out to you. And also you have access to your music, podcasts, and any other audio right from your phone, and that'll display right on the screen of the truck here. Next icon we have is navigation. Again, this does have built-in navigation. Zoom in here, get a little closer to where we are. To enter a destination, simply push that destination tab, and we could type an address or place up here at the top, or we can search an address here using this template. We could also search by an intersection, points of interest, recent destinations, and contacts if you had any entered into the vehicle. Our menu button here for the navigation gives us some navigation-specific settings. You can avoid things like highways or toll roads. You can see traffic displayed. We can show traffic flow on the map, things like that. Going back to that home page, we have settings, which allow us to change things like time and date, radio settings, vehicle settings. We have weather, which does require the satellite XM or Sirius XM Travel Link subscription. So if you subscribe to that, you'll receive that functionality. We have the texting section there. So again, if your phone is compatible with this feature, you'll be able to receive your text messages in the vehicle and it will read them out to you. We have our OnStar icon, and then we have some more apps that require a internet connected device to be paired to the vehicle to access. Looking down below, we have the climate control here. It is dual zone. We have the driver's side and passenger side controls for the temperature. Fan speed dial right in the middle. Simply rotate the dial clockwise for warmer and counterclockwise for cooler. Same thing for the fan speed. Clockwise for more, counterclockwise for lower fan speed. Whenever a change is made to the climate control, it will display on the screen so you're seeing what's going on and what you're changing. We have our air conditioning and our recirculate buttons here. And then we have the different vent location buttons around the fan speed dial here. We have a power button right in the middle. Turn the climate control on and off. We have our front defroster and rear defroster settings here. And then on the passenger side, we have the sync button, which pairs those two zones together so that they change with the driver's side control. And you can change that passenger temperature if they need to be different. And within the driver's side control, we have the auto mode, which allows you to set the temperature, and the vehicle then takes care of the rest, such as fan speed and the vent location of the climate control. Being an LTZ, this vehicle is also equipped with heated seats as well as cooled seats for driver and passenger here, as you see. Down below we have switches to move the pedal box, so you can move those pedals closer to you or away from you as needed. We have the off switch for the traction control, which is on by default every time that you start the vehicle. We have the cargo lamps, which are lights for the rear bed there. We have parking sensors, and we have the hill descent control there. If you're driving down a steep grade and going to be doing so for a period of time, that way you don't have to ride the brake pedal going down that hill. We also have an assortment of plugs here. We have two USB ports, two 12-volt outlets, and a full 3-prong grounded outlet. Looking back at the center console, we have two more USB ports and an auxiliary port there, as well as another 12-volt outlet, along with a wireless phone charging pad on the console as well. Looking at the steering wheel, we have this control pad here, which interacts with that screen in the gauge cluster. Scrolling up and down in this section gives us vehicle information, so we have a digital speedometer, along with a speed limit readout if the information is available on that street that you're on. We also have trip A, trip B, fuel range, oil life as a percentage, tire pressure for all 4 tires, and a fuel economy history there. If we push the left arrow, we open that side menu where we can go to the audio section. We have access to changing our source or cycling through our presets. If we push the up and down arrows in that section, that will function as a seek button if you wanted to move through the stations from the steering wheel. Going to the phone section, we don't have a phone connected, so there's nothing really to display there right this second. Going to the navigation section, again, we don't have a route active, so there's nothing to display right now, but if we did, that turn-by-turn information would be displayed there. Last thing there we have is the settings page or options page. We can change the units, set a speed warning if you want to. I'll go back up to info there. Coming back out, looking at the steering wheel again, we have our voice command button here for placing a call or giving the vehicle a command, such as changing the radio station. And we have our hang up or decline button for the phone calls here. On the back side of the wheel, we do have 2 buttons. Those allow us to adjust the volume of the audio. Looking behind us here, the gear shift lever, we have the ability to change gears manually, upshifting and downshifting with the plus sign and minus sign. Simply put the vehicle in low, and you'll see a number up here next to the letter there. You can change gears manually if needed. And we also have our trailer tow mode as a button right on the end of the stalk. On the left side of the wheel, we have our cruise control. We have the on-off switch there. You'll see a little icon show up at the base of the screen once that's turned on. Once you're up to speed and you want to set that speed, just simply press the set button. Once the speed is set and you want to speed up, push the plus sign. If you'd like to slow down, push the minus sign. And if you ever have to hit cancel, then you could press the resume button there if need be. Last button there is the heated steering wheel on this vehicle. On the back side of the wheel here, just like on the right side, we have 2 buttons which allow us to cycle through the presets on the radio here. You'll see a little menu appear as you cycle through those. Looking behind the left side of the wheel, we have our windshield wipers here. We have just rotating this dial to increase or decrease the speed. We click up once, we get a single swipe, and the further we click, the faster that will go. If you just need to do a single swipe, just rotate that down once. To do the spray for the windshield, twist this tab here away from you, and that will spray the front windshield for you to clean it. We have blinkers there as well, along with high beams. Pull towards to flash and push away to turn on. Looking to our left here, we have the integrated trailer brake controller here for adjusting the gain and output if you have a trailer with its own brakes. We have our 4-wheel drive control. We have 2-wheel high, an auto mode, 4-wheel high, and 4-wheel low. And that auto mode will kind of do what's necessary as needed for you. Looking down below here, we have the headlight controls. The headlights are automatic. We have them set there right now. If we push in the middle, we have fog lights as well. We have a scroll wheel just to the left of the headlight controls, and that allows us to adjust the brightness and the backlighting of our gauges and our screens when the headlights come on. Looking at the door, we have 2 driver's seat presets for that driver's side seating position. And we also have our easy entry exit button that'll move that seat back when you shut the truck off to make it easier getting in and out. On the door, we have our child lock switch for the rear doors. We have our window lock switch, our window switches, our door locks, our mirror adjustments and the control pad to do so, and power folding mirrors as well for this vehicle. Looking up above, we have our dome lights here. We have 3 programmable garage door buttons, so you can program your remote. We have a power sliding rear window here, as you see there. We have our switches telling the dome lights to come on if we open the doors and shut off when we close them. And then we have a sunglasses case there. Those are the primary features of this 2017 Chevy Silverado Double Cab LTZ. If you have any questions, please refer to us at waltersautos.com or feel free to call 269-375-7008 with any further questions or to set up an appointment. Thank you.